Today we will learn provision for doubtful debts account. So here you see the format. On the debit side we have date, detail and dollar column, and same three columns we have on the credit side. Okay, if you want you can draw one more column here for folio and here on the credit side as well. Okay, so often you see provision for doubtful debts account on the question. It is a ledger. You need to prepare ledger account, but you make mistake because you have here trade receivables, opening trade receivables, closing amount of trade receivables. Okay, then we have here on the question the rate of provision for doubtful debts, but how to calculate, where to write, which amount, you are messed up. You often make mistake. So here if you understand this tutorial, I hope next time if you get this type of question on your exam, you can answer correctly. So for your better understanding, we have taken a question from IGCSE accounting past paper. I'll show you here step by step how to prepare this account. So before we write up here, let us see the question. Logan is a trader who sells goods on credit. His year end is 30 September. Logan has provided the following information. So here we see at 1st October 2023, we have here inventory, trade receivables and other receivables. Other receivables are not related, trade receivables are related. Okay. Then here we see at 30 September 2023 inventory, again trade receivables, it is $8,700. Okay. Here we have also irrecoverable debts to be written off $325. Okay, so irrecoverable debts, this is not actually related to prepare this provision for doubtful debts account, but still you need this amount. If you have this amount, you need to subtract from the trade receivables to calculate the provision for doubtful debts. Many of you skip this amount when you calculate provision for doubtful debts, but it is incorrect. Okay, so here we have an adjustment. The provision for doubtful debts is to be maintained at 4% of trade receivables. Okay, so this is the rate of trade receivables. This will be given obviously on the question, so you can figure out the amount. Okay, so now we have here two balances. One is opening balance of trade receivables, another one is closing balance of trade receivables. So here now how to calculate which one will be recorded on the debit side, which one will be on the credit side, you need to understand. So at the beginning of the financial period, it is 1st October 2022, the financial period starts. Yeah, here we see 1st October 2022, the trade receivables balance, it is $7,500. Okay, so $7,500 multiplied by 4%. Okay, what you get here, it is $300. Okay, so this is the provision for doubtful debts at the beginning of the financial period. Okay, so this is actually opening balance of provision for doubtful debts. Okay, it will have a credit balance. Okay, so this opening balance will be recorded on the credit side as a balance BD. Okay, so let us write the date first. 2022 opening date, it is October 1st. Okay, we will write here balance BD stands for brought down. So here we calculated $300. Okay, so here we have one more balance, one more trade receivables on the question. So we see here at 30 September 2023, at the end of the financial period. So here we have trade receivables, it is $8,700, and we have here irrecoverable debts to be written off $325. Okay, so the amount of trade receivables we have here $8,700 at the end of the financial period, and from this amount 325 cannot be recovered. Okay, it is a irrecoverable debts, So this must be written off, mentioned in the question. So this amount we have to subtract, okay? $325. Okay. Now the balance we have will be multiplied by the rate of provision for doubtful debts. Okay. So here now if we multiply this one by 4%, we get here $335. Okay. This is another balance of provision for doubtful debts. This is the current year balance. Okay. This was the opening balance from previous year amount, and this is the current year balance. Okay. We calculated this amount on current year. Okay. So this amount will be shown as an expense in the income statement. Okay. So when we transfer this amount to the income statement, what entry, what journal we make? We make here income statement account to be debited and provision for doubtful debts account to be credited. So here, as provision for doubtful debts account to be credited, we will go to the credit side. Okay. Now how much we will write? 335 or something else? We'll figure it out. Okay, before that, so this is the amount 8,700. This is the closing balance. Okay, closing balance of trade receivable. Okay, so the provision for doubtful debts on the closing balance of trade receivable will be also a closing balance of provision for doubtful debts. Okay, so as we recorded opening balance on the credit side, so why to be recorded the closing balance? Obviously on the debit side, yeah, as balance CD, balance carried down, yeah. So let us write here balance CD means carried down. So here it is $335. Okay, and we will write the date, the last day of the financial period. It is 2023 September 30. Okay, so now here we will see the difference. If we balance this account, here we get $335. This column is greater, so we add it here first. Okay, and we will take this amount to the opposite side, means the credit dollar column, 335. Okay, now if we subtract $300 from this amount, we get 35. Okay, what is this amount? This is the amount of income statement. Okay, that means this amount will be shown as an expense in the expense section of income statement. What expense? Expense is provision for doubtful debts. Okay, so let us write here income statement. Okay, and the date will be the last day, yeah, same, 2023 September 30. Okay, so now as we have balance CD here, we carried down the balance here, so we need to bring down the balance as well. Okay, so here on the debit side balance CD and balance BD will be on the opposite side, means on the credit side. Okay, below the total. So here we will write balance BD 335. Don't forget, balance CD's amount will be just exactly as balance BD. Okay, and the date will be here, the first day of next financial period. Okay, so next financial period will be started on 1st October 2023. Okay, 30 September we ended the financial period, and new one will be started just after 30 September. That means 1st October. So we will write here 2023 October first. Okay, so simple, right? But you have to understand. So this is how you need to prepare provision for doubtful debts account.